Francisca. How are you doing today?
Oh, I wish I could say I was doing better. I just feel really, really overwhelmed.
Yeah, well, the last couple of visits, it's been really rough for you. You've been telling me a lot about what's been going on at home with your daughter. And I know we just started touching on things that are going on with you. How you've been feeling about those kinds of things. We did talk last week about the fact that you are drinking a little bit more than you were the week before. So, what's been coming up for you on
I feel like there's so many things that have been happening, like one bad thing after another, and everything is pointing to the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a terrible mother. Clearly I can't take care of my kids. Clearly I can't protect them. And I have so many other responsibilities. I just don't know how to manage everything. And so, yeah, I drink. I mean, what other outlet do I have? I need something to take the edge off. And it's at least one thing I enjoy doing.
Well, I remember we've been talking about, this issue of you, being a bad mother, and, these thoughts have been sticking with you and they make you think about drinking more. But we also talked about all the good things that have been, coming up for, your baby, the 10-year-old. You've been telling me a lot of good things that you've been doing with him. And also how your daughter's feeling a lot better and you're able to communicate with her more. That kind of sounds to me maybe not like you're a bad mother. It sounds like you're doing a lot of good things. How do you feel about that? What do you think?
I mean, I guess when you put it that way, it sounds like I'm doing a couple good things, but the only reason I'm having to, do all these things is because I failed earlier. I failed the first time around, and these horrible things happened to my kids, and now I have to pick up the pieces, and I guess there are some good things. I just feel like the bad things completely outweigh all the good things.
So, sounds like you're saying you do a little bit of the drinking because you're feeling, I'm hearing guilt. I'm not sure, I don't want to say that, put that in your words, but is that what are you feeling that? Is that what's kind of like triggering some of your drinking right now, or?
I feel like that is what's triggering. I mean, that's like pretty much almost 100% of the emotion that's triggering my drinking. I don't know. I feel so much guilt. I feel it with the heart palpitations.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it everywhere. I feel it physically, emotionally. But the only thing that helps me take my mind off of it is alcohol.
Yeah. And I hear that. It is hard. It's to have that much guilt, and I'm sure it is your daughter, and I'm sure you're really worried about her. But I remember we talked about other things that you've been able to do that you've been able to relieve some of the stress that you're feeling. You told me last week that you went with your sister you used to go to the gym with your sister. You used to try to get out there. How's that going for you? Have you been trying to do that?
I mean, it hasn't been great. I don't really find the time. I mean, I have been able to do some yoga at home, and I guess that's kind of helped a little bit.
Well, like let's say we put it out there. If you wanted to change something for the drinking, or kind of change it up a little bit, like what would be a goal that we could set where this is what I'm going to do this week or this night instead of drinking that night?
I guess I could play with my son and play a game with my son, my 10-year-old, and one that he likes to play. Maybe some video games or whatever he picks.
That sounds good. You always tell me it makes you happy when he's smiling, and didn't you? So does he enjoy playing games with you?
I feel like he does. I could just be saying it, but
I think if I had a kid or I was a kid, I would love to play with my mom. It would make me feel like my mom really loves me and wants to take care of me. So that's something you could do. Is there anything else that maybe we could set up for tonight